Welcome to Speed Scene Live TV, the only show dedicated to the sportsman racer. Brought to you by Curry Rear Ends, Hedman Hustler Headers, M&H Tires, Aeromotive Fuel Systems, and TheFote.com. With your hosts, Diana Might, Bruce Barker, Scott Lucky Hudson, Alex Rogio, Bob Beck, Bryant Layton, with Donnie Couch and Dar Hawthorne.
Oh yeah, and it's another Tuesday night. You're live with Diana Might here on Speed Scene Live. We've got Scott Lucky Hudson here next to me.
I'm ready to go, Dynamite.
Yeah, you're nipping at the bit. or bit. We've got Bruce Barker back there handling those controls.
Hi, good to be here once again.
Hey, you know, I understand that there's like a opening for a show host here in Hollywood. You know, you could fill that bill, don't you think, Bruce?
Let's see, show host here in Hollywood doing what?
Could you narrow it down a little bit?
Well, didn't somebody recently retire and leave the late night airwaves?
Well, see, there you go.
It's already filled.
And plus, I'd have to move to New York, and I don't know what the racing's like there.
It's a whole deal.
It's a big problem.
Had to wear a suit.
Yeah.
They got snow.
I thought for you they would bring it back.
What, the snow?
Hey, this Saturday, the Verona Match Race Madness Race, April 19th at Verona. Come on down and see me race in person and get a free Speed Scene Live sticker for your ride. Come on down. The Match Race Madness starts Saturday at 1:30 and see some coverage on an upcoming show.
Hey, tonight you may be wondering what's coming up. We're going to be talking about the High School Drags Challenge at Auto Club Dragway Fontana. It's coming up May 3rd, so you got 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Charlie Harmon's going to be in studio. Kent Rose, also, you know Kent Rose, the arm drop guy at the Hillbilly Arm Drop Drags. They've got a race coming up on May 2nd, that same weekend, 2nd and 3rd in Kentucky. Also coming up tonight, Ron Fleming gives us an update on the upcoming VW Bug-In. He is the VW honcho.
You know, that race is coming up at Irwindale, April 27th. And, hey, Dynamite, don't you know this young lady racing this ambulance right here?
I do. That's Nurse Ratchet. That's Shannon. We've known her for many years, and that's one badass ambulance, I tell you. If I ever needed to get to the hospital, I would definitely trust her to drive me there in that.
I like how it says, stand back 1,320 feet.
That's right. And it is a real coach, right? It's the real deal.
Absolutely.
Yep. And you know what? Coming up, we're going to have the scoop on a high-dollar secret TV shoot that Lucky's on. Hey, Lucky, what's this coming down the road there?
Well, this is a good friend of the show, Ed Krizwicki. His dragster was picked to be on a high-dollar shoot. It was fantastic. They had craft services, and they had all the cool stuff. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed contractually at this point to tell you what. But don't worry. When the time comes, I'm going to tell you. And check this out. Looks like we're in another country. This is 30 minutes outside of Los Angeles right here.
Look how beautiful that is.
Yeah,
huh?
it was just an incredible high-dollar deal. And we're going to tell you more about it in the future as soon as the lawyers say we can.
Oh, you tease, man.
You know, I noticed you came back 10 pounds heavier with all that food. Hey, we want to let everybody know that we're going to show you an install on my car, these gorgeous Hedman Hustler headers.
Wow, those are pretty.
Look at those. Don't they look nice? They are so pretty. And, you know, the car looks really good, but they really kind of, show it off. We had a quick view there of the old headers on that side to kind of give you a quick before and after.
Yeah, those ones that were blowing holes in them.
Yeah, but look at, I even took the wheel off so you could see just how nice they look. And I've got a whole install, step by step. I'm going to show you how easy it is to install them.
It's a lot easier with those wheels off, isn't it, Lucky?
Well, it is, but it's also easier to see how they look. I mean, come on, look at that.
They're
it's
gorgeous. You know, I love bling bling, and this really adds a little extra shine to that engine compartment.
Man, here I thought it couldn't without the wheels shine anymore with those Wilwood brakes, but now it's shining even more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
And hey, we got the guys from SHRA Radio. They're going to be calling in on the show in a week or two, and we're going to do a deal next week. Donnie and Dar will be talking nitro, so put your helmet on, strap on the fire suit, put on the seatbelt, sit down and shut up because Donnie and Dar will be live in studio. But tonight, we got a great guest that's going to be with us. One of our favorite promoters of all time. We'd like to welcome Charlie Harmon. Charlie, welcome to Speed Scene Live.
Thank you, Lucky.
You know, you've got a great deal going. High School Drags Challenge. You're actually making the effort to bring the kids into drag racing, which is something that's so sorely needed. Tell us a little bit about this event that's coming up.
Well, it's going to be awesome, and we're going to have the opportunity to get the kids together. We're reaching out to the high schools right now, and thankfully NHRA has really took a proactive approach and helped us reach out to these high school instructors that are involved with them through their YES program, and organize these kids and get them out to the racetrack, show them what it's all about, and get them competing and get them having fun, and expose them to some of the opportunities, not just with the drag racing, but from a career standpoint, what's available out there for them.
Well, you know, you've got a lot of events going on that's going to make it fun, and I like that because to me, drag racing is a lot of fun. You've got show and shine, you got like a stereo sound competition, and what you're doing is you're making a really attractive package for the kids to make them want to come out to the track.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we're trying to do, is create a venue that will be attractive for them. And you may not want to race your vehicle. You may not feel comfortable with it. So you can bring it out, show and shine it. You can take part in the audio sound off. There are lots of things going on. And of course, we've got a special celebrity guest that's signed on as the spokesperson and the grand marshal for the program.
And who's that?
Will be John Force, 16-time NHRA Funny Car World Champion. We'll be glad to have him there. He'll be signing autographs and walking around and taking a look at the cars. And we're going to do a Facebook contest, and one high school student's going to get the opportunity to race him.
Wow, what an honor. And you know what? John's got 3 daughters that are involved in the racing world himself, so he understands how important it is to catch these kids at high school age and get them involved in cars, right?
That's it.
That's pretty cool. You know, you get a chance to race John Force. I mean, how many people will be able to say that, hey, I got a chance to beat John Force, or, you know, I was racing John Force and I treat him. That's what I'd say, whether it's true or not.
That's right.
What I'd still say.
Even fewer people get to say that.
Yeah. And, you know, John, you know, he did good just last weekend at 4 Wide. What, he was runner-up, Charlie?
Yeah, runner-up to his son-in-law, Robert.
Yeah, so he's, you know, he's not just a legend of drag racing. He is a current hitter in the drag racing world, and great guy. You know, he's been involved in a lot of things that help out the people that are involved in drag racing. And right here's a great photo that Bruce brought up of the Santa Maria High School team. Now, they're going to come down, huh?
Oh, yeah, they'll be here. Been contacted by both the instructors up there, and they're excited about the event, and they're going to be coming down with their Comet. And, you know, they've got some remarkable students. Their drag racing club there requires a 3.5 grade point average to be a part of that team. So it's a pretty elite team, and we're really honored to have them.
Now, I've interviewed that team before, and I was very impressed. The teacher assigns everybody on the team a job. You've got your engine person, you got your welder, fabricator, and he says they put their heart and soul into this thing. And they really learn a lot of teamwork, and they learn how, you know, hey, your job is important, and you got to do your job good. But if your team person is in charge of wheels and tires, and they don't do their job, then your car's not going anywhere regardless of how good your motor is. And they kind of learn the concept of relying and helping and supporting everybody on the team. And like you said, they all have to get great grades, or the teacher cuts them off, says no more drag racing.
Yeah, you know, that is the way to play it, too. It's you want people who are really into it and want to participate, and so, you know, it's kind of a little extra incentive to keep everybody not just in line, but, you know, it's like, man, that's the prize.
Right.
It's getting to work with the team. So.
Absolutely, and it's nice to see the female aspect of it, too. There's girls, and they're getting their hands greasy right there next to the guys, right?
Yeah, in fact, I remember, Lucky, I think you interviewed that crew a year or two ago, had them on video,
right.
And, man, it was an impressive bunch.
Now, Charlie, this event is going on May 3rd, correct?
That's correct. Saturday, May 3rd, all day.
That's going to be at Auto Club Dragway Fontana. That's at the California Speedway in Fontana, California, right next to the freeway, close to Los Angeles, Inland Empire, and Orange County. And I understand that people can actually pre-register and buy tickets on thefote.com.
They can, and they will save substantially if they order online at the Vote.
Nice. That's great. Well, let's take a commercial break because in a few minutes we're going to talk to Kent Rose about the Hillbilly Arm Drop Drags. I want to get all the commercials out of the way. I'm going to clean off the top of the table. I'm going to lock the doors and cover the windows.
You better just grab something to hold on to, Lucky, because you know how Kent is.
Let me see if I can find something to grab, Diana Mike.
Hey! Dang, once again, I'm on the wrong side of it. See this? I'm too far away. Speed Scene Live. Keep it here.
At Aeromotive, we believe that performance means reliability, longevity, and durability. Being the best is no secret. By utilizing aerospace processes, procedures, technology, in-house engineering, true applications knowledge, and 3 generations of track experience, it's easy to see why we're the best. We take great pride in the fact that everything we sell, we design and make in the USA. See our entire line of fuel pumps and related products by logging on to aeromotiveinc.com. Aeromotive. We know it, we race it, we live it.
60 years. That's a long time for a company to do any one thing. Doing it right while sticking to your founding values. Now that takes hard work and dedication. For 60 years, Hedman's all-American workforce has been devoted to manufacturing the very best headers any team of craftsmen can build. That's 60 years of cutting, 60 years of bending, 60 years of welding, more than 2 million in all. And every set made right here at home. At Hedman Headers, we build all American horsepower, then back it up for life. Hedman Headers, made in the USA.
Hey guys, this is Eiley Stafford. You can see me driving the Strange Brew AA Com Coupe, and I watch Speed Scene Live.
Welcome back to Speed Scene Live TV, the #1 online drag racing TV show. Brought to you by Curry Rear Ends, M&H Tires, Hedman Hustler Headers, Aeromotive Fuel Systems, and thefote.com.
Welcome back, Speed Scene Live. It's Speed Scene Live Tuesday. My name is Lucky. Over here is Diana Mite.
Yeah, he didn't grab anything. Don't worry.
There's Bruce Barker. And we've got Charlie Harmon in the house tonight. And we are talking about the High School Drags Challenge. And you just saw the commercial for the Match Race Madness. I am going to be at Verona this Saturday. Come on down.
Can watch a girl beat Lucky, right?
Well, I could use some cheer and a little spirit. You know, I'm trying to not get beat by a girl. But Diane is my opponent. She will be in the black and pink Nova. So I got a tough racer, and her and her husband are great people. We're
And
going
she
to have a
promised not to squeeze it. So,
Yeah.
Diane, you promised not to use any juice against him. It's motor against motor, so let's be fair.
That's like mono y mono, motor y motor. Hey, I want to mention that the new issue of Drag Illustrated magazine is coming out. You'll be able to see it online soon. And as always, check out my column in here, the Curry Sportsman Spotlight. Every month I do a column. Check it out. Give it a read. Let me know what you think. If you love it, send me an email. If you hate it, just use a regular letter with a stamp.
Yeah, because then at least
Snail
it'll cost
mail,
something.
that's called.
Yeah, that's it. Now, Charlie, we've been talking about High School Drag Challenge, and I got some people here on the phone that, they like the idea. They like the idea that you're making it attractive for high school people to go drag racing, but you're also putting an emphasis on no street racing.
Well, yes, and that'll continue throughout the year at Auto Club Dragway in Fontana as part of their Summit ET Series program. They're going to conduct a special high school class 4 times throughout the summer. It'll start on May 10th. That's the weekend after the High School Drag Challenge, and they'll have an event on May 10th, June, July, and August. Each of the competitors will be awarded points based on their performances there at Auto Club, and in the end, the grand prize winner will be eligible to win a scholarship valued at over $16,000.
Wow.
Wow,
Yes.
$16,000.
Oh,
Yes,
cow.
to the School of Automotive Machinists in Houston, Texas. The Massengales really stepped up, and Sam is really a first-class post-secondary school. Teams like Richard Childress Racing, John Force Racing, DSR, Don Schumacher have all hired graduates from Sam. So this could be quite an opportunity for some young high school student. Now, it is contingent on the fact, Lucky, that they have no moving violations.
So
throughout
they
the
can't
series.
get caught street racing.
No, and if they do, it goes to the next qualified competitor. So no moving violations.
Wow,
May
I
through
like that.
August.
I like that.
You know, there's a $16,000 plus scholarship on the line.
Yeah.
I like that because, drag racing, I already mentioned drag racing's fun and it's exciting, but there's a lot of responsibility too. And part of the responsibility is you got to stay out of trouble. And, race on the track. Why even bother racing anywhere else? The track's where the place to race anyway. Get a time slip. You don't, unless you love drama. But,
Bad drama.
I watch those TV shows. I know that street racing. The drama's for your mama.
Yeah, that's true. And plus, the conditions are so controlled, you can really, if you want to show people what your car can do, the track is where to do it.
Right.
Yeah, because everything's all evened out. It's not like you're having to take a curve and the guy beside you is on a different angle or
They
whatever.
have all the facilities readily available. There's an ambulance there. It's safe. It's secure. You're not on the street. You're not going to hurt yourself. You're not going to hurt somebody else. It's important. If you want to race, you do it at the track.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, hey, I don't even have a segue because we've got the king of arm drop. We've got, the baddest redneck out of Eastern Kentucky that ever put on a race wearing a pair of Red Wing boots.
You can't do it. You can't do it like
can't
it. Just
do it.
give it up. Give it up. Let's go to line 1 and let's welcome Kent Rose. Kent, welcome to Speed Scene Live.
Shake and bake, and if I tell you it's Christmas, hang your stockings.
That's right, brother. How you doing, Kent?
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. Hey, before we get into this interview, I got to let people know I'm coming your way. Is it Labor Day weekend in September?
Hey, it don't matter what day it is. If you're coming my way, you better bring three GPSs to be able to find me.
I'm coming. They said just keep driving till you're nowhere and you'll be somewhere, and that'll be where Kent Rose is.
Hey, that's a surprise right there. I didn't know that.
Well, I'm coming out to your event in the fall, and I'm looking forward to it, and I will be there. And I want you to arm drop me in my Curry rear ends 66 Chevy Nova. And I don't even care if I win, race, or lose. I just want to be arm dropped by you, Kent Rose, right there in Eastern Kentucky.
You're talking about drag racing, right, Lucky?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. But you got an event. That's way back in the fall. You got an event coming up May 3rd and 4th, and let's hear about that.
It's on May the 2nd and the 3rd, and it's going to be awesome. We got, basically kind of like the same standard show that we got on, but we've added a diesel class to it, and we've added a kind of a handshaker class, or a standard shift class. 6-speed class. I told them they have 6-speed, 5-speed, 4-speed, 13-speed Road Ranger, quadruplexes, whatever they want to have. Bring them on down, and we're going to run them.
Quadruplex.
You can
Quadruplex?
You can, that's a Buick quadruplex. It was in 1954.
A quadruplex is in a Mack coal truck, whatever it takes, brother.
Wow.
Well, now you got a great tradition now of coming out and arm dropping these cars, and you're going to be out there doing this, but you've been doing it at a few different events. I understand that you arm dropped some pro mods, and you even arm dropped a jet car. Did you get a little toasty on that one?
Jeez.
Yeah, it was a big time down there. I was in Lena, Mississippi. And I got burnt my hair, and it burnt my eyebrows, and just about burnt the hair clean off my arms.
Dang, man.
Now, Kent, you promised me some good barbecue when I came out, but that ain't what I was thinking of at all.
Yeah, we did promise. Yeah, we still got that guy, Pig and a Poke. Yeah, he's going to be one of our people that we're going to have down there in the fall too.
Well, now, do you tell us some of the other sponsors that are involved? How about the young lady that makes these great T-shirts? By the way, Bruce, can you bring the camera on? Because I'm wearing my Arm Drop Nation shirt right now.
Awesome.
And
that's a shirtgallery.net there, and she's our apparel provider. And hey, I see, listen, that's an awesome shirt you got right there, brother. Hey, let me tell you something super special we got going on. Is I just picked up a corporate sponsorship from this outfit up here called Appalachian Wireless. Now, if you're west of I-75, that'd be Appalachian Wireless.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they're kind of the kingpin of the cell phones around here, and I've been trying to get them here from the very beginning, the kind of the inception of this deal. And now we went up there and we had a meeting with them, and they've decided to go full tilt with us. And this is the one that we was hunting for, Lucky. And I've had their cell phone service since they come around. I run in my record service and in my shop here, and it's just a phone outfit that you can trust with your family and your kids. And we're up here in the mountains, and they got just coverage. Like when I go in to do the coal mines, when I promoted the race up in Pike County, Kentucky, I went up in every coal mine around, and I had cell phone service up at every single one of those places.
That's saying something.
If you can trust them that in your business, you can trust your family and your kids. Getting here traveling, going to college. There's a lot of places got gaps in service, but not with the Appalachian Wireless. So they're the kingpins up here in eastern Kentucky.
Well, I think everybody should get their phone service. If you want to support drag racing, you want to support a company that supports an event like yours, I think they're the guys to go to. Ken, you are live in studio tonight with a gentleman by the name of Charlie Harmon. And I don't know if Charlie's ever been to Prestonburg or Paintsville, Kentucky, but Charlie is out here putting on a deal where he's going to the high schools and he's reaching out to the kids, and he's saying, listen, I got an event. You can come out. You can race the High School Drags Challenge. But here's the deal. You can race John Force. You can win prizes. You can win a scholarship. But you can't get in trouble street racing. And I know you probably like something like that, because what you guys do with the Arm Drop Drags is you do a lot of community support, and you help out a lot of kids out there.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, are you with me, brother?
I'm with you. I'm with you. That wasn't your wireless, by the way. That was us, okay? Your wireless is still working just perfect, for the record.
Keep going.
Lucky, that's what we do. Everything we do is really, we try to throw kids and family in there related about keeping them in school, and getting them off the streets. When I'd had kind of a deal there for a TV show. We got another one going on now. But before, it was part of it was to promote street racing. We're just not going to do that. We want to get them off the streets. We don't want to insinuate or act in any kind of way, shape, form, or fashion that we're doing anything on the street to encourage them to be on the street. And so, we're just going to stay there and just walk the line. And we're kind of doing something like that too. And I'll tell you something, Lucky. I'd like to hitchhike or get a bus or somehow, travel with some gypsies or something. And I'd like to get out there, and I'd like to come to that event out there in California.
Well, you know what? He's starting it up, but maybe when I come out there in September in a 10-year event, maybe I'll get you to hitch a ride, and we'll bring you out here, and we'll put you live in studio on Speed Scene Live. We'll take you out here, let you maybe arm drop some high school kids, and get you involved out here on the West Coast. Because, I think what you're doing should be nationwide. You shouldn't be hogging it out there in the Appalachians.
Hey, you know, Lucky, I was going to tell you something about that fella. I hope his event, I started with 7 cars, and at this fall race we had 289 cars and over 10,000 spectators, and, the cars come from, 20 different states, and, we use Facebook there for a lot of promotion, and we use you, and we use Sam Oxford Jr. So we got from West Coast to the East Coast and everything all in between, and, this media and these, venues that we've used here to promote have been fantastic for us.
Well, you got a buzz going, you got a lot happening, and when I talk to people about your events, the thing that impresses me is that everybody is smiling. The kids, you've been giving away, the kids show up, you give them a little Hot Wheels car, you do the big wheel race, and underneath the big wheels, you've got an envelope that's got something like a gift certificate to Domino's Pizza or a free Happy Meal at McDonald's. And Bruce got a picture of you right there putting together those big wheels.
All those big wheels.
And, you do a lot of things, and what people realize is you're creating a family atmosphere that's helping the community, and everybody is happy. When they go home, when they walk out the gate, everybody's smiling.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. Hey, I'll tell you something else that's real good family stuff is we have Walmart come on board, or Walmart's are come on board. And, when you got Walmart's, they're a super strong company here in Pike, Floyd, and Johnson County. And they've helped me out there with the Hot Wheels this time. So I've had more opportunity to go out and take shirts and go out there. I go out into any place in the community that people are struggling. I pull into, like a low-income apartment, or like if somebody will message me and tell me, just about a family, maybe their house burnt down. Just, if they're having a tough time, I go out there and talk to them and see them, invite them to the race and tell them what's going on. And, I just ride that little S10 around. And I got a big wheel strapped to the top, but I took 2 of them suction cup things that you put on a windshield, that you carry a windshield with, and I got a ratchet strap from up there at Walmart's and strapped it to the top of that S10. And when I pull in them places, them kids, they just come to it like rust on a magnet. And we just go out there and we tell them all about the arm drop, and I'll put a Hot Wheel in their hand. You'll talk real good to them and everything, Lucky. And hey, I was going to tell you something else too. When we're doing this gig, when people come in, we search the coolers. It's absolutely zero tolerance. We don't allow no kind of alcohol, no drink. And I'd rather them not even fire a cigarette up that high output racing, or that racing fuel around everything, And
sure,
we keep it real clean and family fun, there, Lucky. And it's a good deal, brother.
Hey, Bruce, go back, or I don't know if you can do that, but these photos you got right now show some of the military people with the arm drop drags, the arm drop guy sticker on their Humvees and military vehicles. Mm-hmm. Now, are these guys Iraq or Pakistan, or where were these guys, Kent?
They was over in Afghanistan right there, and that was kind of a local guy there, and he said he would just see the troops out there and stuff. They were just interested in all that, and he asked me if I'd kind of send him a care package, so we have kind of got a deal fixed up there. We sent him the awfulest daggone care package ever was over there. Now they did say that their kingpin over there called them in about putting them decals all over that military equipment there,
Sure,
and,
sure.
He was in here the other day, but, when the kingpin, the boss man there, found out what it was all about, what was going on, they sent pictures of him in there, too. And, we just try to get them all in there, Lucky. The coal miners, the military, it's God bless the USA. Every one of them big wheels is made in the USA, and they're assembled right here in the USA, right here at the Arm Drop Garage. Now, this time, me and Gina put every single one of them big wheels together. Every decal, and we assembled every one of them, me and Gina from Shirt Gallery.
You do it all. You drop
brother.
The cars, you assemble the big wheels, you feed the chickens, you talk to the people. You do it all. Now, where can people go? Is it armdropguy.com? Is that the best place to go for more info?
Yes, sir. It's www.armdropguy.com. And I tell you something real good we got going here, too, is we had Bobby Brantley there from that True TV's Lizard Lick towing outfit here before. And
right.
I tell you something, man, people, they were just in line for him, and we're going to have that guy back. And me and him was getting ready to do like a lot of interacting right here on Facebook. He kind of called me out, and he just kind of got a sniff around me a little bit there last time, but he's going to come up here and try to pull something else. But now, he he's gonna get him a dose when he comes up here, Lucky.
Well, I know that you've had Brett Big Swag Wagner come out to your events. You've had a lot of big name people hanging out, enjoying the racing, talking to the people, signing autographs. You know, it's almost more of a festival than a drag race. There's all this stuff going on.
Lucky, we had Rock and Rob there too. You know, when I first met Rock and Rob and just kind of carrying on with him, or I didn't, know too much or whatever. But now the more I got into him, the more I could tell he was really into the pro mods and stuff. And he kind of come down and he threw some flavor into the event. We had him come down for a Halloween event, and man, that Rock and Rob, he done a real good job for us. I mean, he's one of the best ones that we've ever had in here. Is that Rock and Rob?
Well, you know what? He's a great talent. We've met him many times, and you know what? I hope maybe I might get a chance to run into him. I'm coming out in September, but come out May 2nd and 3rd, and that's your next event, Arm Drop Drags, right between Prestonburg and Paintsville, Kentucky. Same location as always, right, Kent?
Absolutely, at the Combs Airport. And let me tell you something, brother. There ain't no red light or nothing. You're going to have to get out there and practice up and get ready for this arm drop, Lucky.
Oh, I don't worry about that. I'll be ready for you. I'm going to be out there practicing. I'm going to be ready. I'm going to roll in. I'm looking to meet some good people. I know that you provide a lot of community. You provide a lot of support to all the people. It's great talking to you, Kent. You know what? If you get a chance, I'd like to hear from you after the event, find out where you're going to be next, find out a little bit about who was at your race, what happened. Give us a sort of an insight. Give us a call after the event. We'd love to hear from you.
Thank you, Lucky. Shake and bake, brother. Next time I see you, I want to be looking at you right across from me glass over out there in California, brother.
Let's
get out there this time, Lucky. I'm coming to California.
There you go.
That sounds good. Our door is always open for the king of the arm drop, Kent Rose. Kent, we'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Thank you. Shake and bake, brother.
Well, man. Charlie, I know it's hard to get a word in edgewise when you talk to Kent.
Lucky, I'm surprised that you kept up. You did a good job. I got to give you props for it, But it's always a pleasure talking to Kent Rose.
Well, I like the fact that what he's doing is kind of like what you're doing, Charlie. It's not about who's got the fastest car, who's winning the most races, who's got the best paint job. That's not what it's about. Mm-hmm. It's about community. And, I showed everybody this Drag Illustrated magazine, and my column this month is about the family of drag racing, about how we're all sort of this one family unit. And I told some stories about times I've been on the road and people I didn't even know went out of their way to help me out. And, we got to get the youth into what we're doing. We got a lot of young people involved. There's no doubt about it. But we got to keep it going. And if drag racing is going to succeed, Charlie, we need people like you in your events to bring more of the youth in and let them get excited about drag racing.
Oh, there's no doubt. There's no doubt that the youth is the future of the industry. And, getting them excited about the racing is just one dynamic. The opportunities that are available now in motorsports are just unbelievable with some of these race teams, the size of them. They have personal trainers and chefs and all kinds of opportunities out there. And motorsports has been really good to me throughout my entire life, and I'm so blessed to have been a part of it, and we're hoping to put this event on and expose some of these other kids to some of the same privileges that we've been exposed to.
You mentioned before we did the show, we were talking about the YES program that NHRA puts on, and I've done that many times, and what they tried to let kids know is everybody looks at the racer, or the driver, and oh wow, look at that, John Force. Well, John Force has got 100 people around him.
Well, he's successful, Lucky, because he has all those people around him. Remember, in life, if you surround yourself with competent people, you can be successful. So, like Charlie was saying, you've got the chefs, you've got the personal trainers, you've got the crew chief, and then you got the guy that's sitting there getting the rocks off the tires. I mean, you've got from one level to the other, but everybody's job is just as important as the other person's, right?
And there's a lot of opportunity for kids that say, I don't know what I want to do with my life. I don't know what I want to be. but there's a lot of opportunity. There's electricians, there's camera crew, there's media people. Of course, there's mechanics, there's race car drivers, there's crew chiefs, there's chefs.
There's personalities, right? that announce and,
truck drivers. There's all kinds of stuff. And when you see these guys, there's so many people involved. It's really kind of amazing. All those people are getting paid. All those people have families. It's a job. It's a career. And
you get to be around these great race cars. I mean, America. I mean, we're built on stuff like this. I look at old pictures of my family, of my father, of my mother, and everybody's standing in front of their car taking a picture.
Yeah.
Look at the old pictures, you guys, of your families, and you got your 3 brothers in front of a car. People were so proud of their vehicles, and they still are. I mean, it's bred in us.
I was just you were talking about cars. I was looking at this Nova.
You were looking at that paint job on there with that flags, huh?
I was thinking, I know that's not my Nova because my Nova didn't look like that. This is some footage that we have back when I was racing at National Trails out in Ohio. And everything you were saying was kind of going with this video because everybody I met out there, that was their thing. You're the Roadster guy, you're the Nova guy, you're the Camaro guy. And now, Charlie, nowadays it's a different world. There's a lot of kids involved in import racing. I've been involved in it myself. I love import racing. You've decided to incorporate import versus domestic into your event.
Well, certainly, and especially in this region with the popularity of the sport compact cars. I was out just this past weekend at the IDRC event, which Michael had a phenomenal event out there, and hopefully we'll see a lot of those young men and women back out for the high school event. If not running in the high school category, we also have an alumni category, which if you chose not to finish high school or you've already graduated, we'll certainly have a place for you out there.
Now, tell us a little more about the alumni, because I see on the Facebook page there was a gentleman, a young man posing in front of his car that said that he wants to compete as an alumni. And so it's for people that have graduated but are still available, that are still considered to be part of your target demographic.
Yeah, it certainly is. You could come out and represent your high school. However, it will only be the registered high school students that will be able to earn points for their high school. And our optimum goal is to crown one high school as the California state champion this year. So that should be exciting.
Well, I'm looking at this flyer, and I'm looking at the multitude of sponsors that are getting behind this whole program, Charlie. And it's just phenomenal to see that there's so many different companies that want to be a part of this event. And I know, that's taken a lot of time and effort and work on your part tirelessly to go and present this to them. But the fact that they've come through and, it's a wonderful sight to be seen.
It really is. And the reception we had was just unbelievable. Everyone seems to be really thrilled that we're going after this youth market. We're trying to expose them to some fun and to some excitement. Within the motorsports market
safely
in a controlled environment. And the sponsors coming on just help us make it that much better. We can have nicer trophies, and we can have a nicer event with
that whole scholarship thing is huge. I was surprised. $16,000 scholarship for somebody to win. I mean, years ago, back when I was in high school and I was taking auto shop, they would have never thought of anything like this, putting something like this together. So I know how much time and effort this takes on your part, and we really truly appreciate it. And I know all the students out there and their parents probably appreciate it as well.
Well, we hope so.
Now, for people that don't know Charlie, Charlie is the James Brown of the drag racing world.
I don't know about that.
He's the hardest working man.
I want to see him do the splits.
I feel good. Yeah. Now,
where's his cape?
Charlie, he never stops working. He's out there pounding the pavement. I remember one time I was out at a race. He calls me on the phone. He's like, well, I'm putting flyers on car windows right now in the parking lot. Could you do me a favor? And I was like, putting flyers on car windows. Does this guy ever stop working? And, when you walk into a sponsor, people like, Aeromotive was one of the logos that was shown there. People respect you, Charlie. They know who you are. They know you're a good guy. They know you're going to do what you say you're going to do. They know you're going to put on a quality event. And I think that really helps because, when they see you are involved, they open their doors a little bit more.
It validates the whole event, Lucky, to have somebody like Charlie behind it. You have this great reputation, this great rapport with people, and you've earned the respect of your peers. Charlie, you've done a great job, and we're really honored to have you here on Speed Scene Live.
Well, it's my pleasure, and thank you for the kind words. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate what you guys have done too. It's like myself and the arm drop guy. You do so much for us and for this style of racing to expose folks nationally to it. And my hat's off to you for all that you've accomplished here.
Now, there's so many sponsors here. I don't know if we have time to mention them all, but do you want to mention some of the companies that are helping making this happen?
Well, of course, you have Nitto Tire that we couldn't have got John Force out there. They've helped bankroll him bringing out his road show and the kiosk and that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. We've got the School of Automotive Machinists that have done a remarkable gift in providing the sponsor or the scholarship for the season-long series throughout this summer at Auto Club. And we've had Holly, and I also want to AEM. I want to mention Edelbrock. Unfortunately, we're right on top of Christie's Edelbrock show.
That's right, and
that's show on the 3rd.
Our problem too is we've already committed to being at the Revved Up for Kids car show.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but Edelbrock has came on and they're a sponsor of our event, and we're going to work together to try to get the date conflict resolved. But that is a good event too, and we certainly don't want to shortchange the Revved Up for Kids car show.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a good event, and unfortunately in California, the problem's always there's too much going on at the same time.
Yeah, which is kind of a high-class problem.
Well, third
First world problems.
Yeah, exactly.
Not third.
One of those worlds. But, Speed Scene Live, we totally support what you're doing, Charlie. I think it's important, and I know that you're going to have some other events coming down the pike. But actually, your next events, you're sort of bringing the kids out to the track and just concentrating more on the racing part.
We are more on the racing part, and on May 3rd and throughout the Summit ET series throughout this summer, we will have professional racers on site to help the kids with the staging and the starting and understanding, completely from the filling out the tech cards, going through the technical process, understanding the rules, the protocol, getting to the staging lanes, and we're gonna have some professional drivers out there to specifically assist the kids that are novice or first timers.
Kind of getting them used to what the safety equipment's all about and why they need it, why it needs to be updated, and so forth. Because that's always questionable when you first start racing. It's like, why do I have to have an updated helmet every so many years? I wasn't in an accident. There's not, but all that's important. They have to understand it, right?
That's it, and it's important to us that their first experience at a drag strip is not a negative experience.
Hey, do me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Can you teach them what courtesy staging is?
Come
Please.
on, not your pet peeve.
Yeah, that's my pet peeve.
This isn't about staging the car. This
Please,
is about having a good time.
Charlie will do it. No, it is. It is about staging the car, Lucky. Courtesy staging. There's a couple, actually, people I'd like to teach courtesy staging to that have been racing for years. So let's start them when they're young.
An emphasis on courtesy staging. We have that.
Thank you.
Here's the secret. If you don't courtesy stage, Diana Mite's going to hang you out to dry. She's going to hit that top light, and she's going to sit there and stare at you. And you know what you're going to see if you look over? Bruce, give me the camera.
Yeah.
You're going to see her doing this.
That's what I do, too, at them. No, it's more like this.
Watch that finger. Watch that finger now. This is only index fingers on this show, okay?
It was an index finger.
Well, Bruce, let's take a commercial break. We got one more break. We'll get it out of the way. We're also going to talk to Ron Fleming about some Volkswagens in a couple minutes, and we'll hear more about John Force, High School Drags Challenge, and the illustrious Charlie Harmon.
Nice. Speed Scene Live. Keep it here.
For over half a century, Curry rear end components have been twisting out the torque and taking the punishment. And the new Curry lineup is stronger than ever. Some of the world's most capable, hardest working vehicles depend on Curry gears, which is why you can too. Street cars, hot rods, and resto cars, rock-crawling four-wheel drive vehicles, whatever you're piloting, Curry expertise and rock-solid design means the parts will do their job, so you can do yours. Check out Curry's custom rear ends, featuring a full line of upgrades, components, and installation options. The Curry Crate rear ends lineup offers ultra-strong construction on third members and carrier assemblies, and other underside parts like correct link steering systems keep your four-wheeler pointed where you want it. Add in a wide variety of solid, purpose-built suspension and brake components, and you've got one tough, ready-to-go machine. Grab a hold of a Curry rear end. Talk to the experts at 714-367-2679 or view the complete line online at curryenterprises.com. Everyone in the armed forces that has served to defend our great country and our freedom, all of us here in the United States of America would like to offer our sincere appreciation for all that you do and all that you've done. To every family that has made a sacrifice for us, we thank you.
M&H Tires, makers of racing tires that give you the best bite for the buck. You've paid a lot for that horsepower. Make sure you use it all. M&H Tires has the best compounds available for maximum traction. Go to mandhtires.com. That's mandhtires.com. Buy direct and save at the website and mention the Speed Scene for a 5% discount. That's right, mandhtires.com. Call them at 661-324-4773. M&H Tires has tech guys ready to answer your questions or to recommend the best tire for you, slicks or DOT. M&H Tires has it all. M&H were the first to create racing tires for muscle cars and also the first to create racing tires for sport compact cars. Legendary M&H Tires. Shop online. Mention the Speed Scene and save 5%. Get the best racing tires, great personal service, and save 5%. Go to mandhtires.com or call them at 661-324-4773. mandhtires.com.
My name is Mike Halstead. I drive Mark Stuckey's 69 Nitro Charger, fuel funny car. I watch Speed Scene live all the time. You should too.
Welcome back to Speed Scene Live TV, the #1 online drag racing TV show. Brought to you by Curry Rear Ends, M&H Tires, Hedman Hustler Headers, Aeromotive Fuel Systems, and thefote.com.
Well, how about that? We were just talking about Big Schwag, and there he was, man, sneaking an image into the Speed Scene Live lineup.
And he wasn't wearing a pink shirt.
I know.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I'm Bruce Barker. She's Diana Might. He's Lucky Hudson. Charlie Harmon is here talking about the high school drags. What a cool event coming up. Yes. We got so much more, but there's a caller on the line.
There is.
There is?
Yes. Let's go to line 1 and welcome Ron Fleming. Ron, welcome to Speed Scene Live.
Thank you very much. I'm excited to be here and talk about the upcoming Bug-In 39, the Cooltech Motorworks drag racing car show swap meet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, Ron, we've got some footage that we shot ourselves out at Irwindale at one of your other events, and there are some great cars that show up, but you got other things coming on besides drag cars. You also got like a bunch of show and shine and a swap meet and all kinds of stuff going on.
And a special challenge race against two Bugsters, right?
That's right. It's besides the car show and the swap meet, which are exciting, the drag racing is special this time because we're having a match race between Daryl Batone, the inch pincher driver from many years ago, and Paul Slay, the lightning bug driver, a couple of, I think I got this right, septuagenarians, 70-something guys.
I think that is the word.
The last time they raced each other was 1969 at the Winter Nationals.
Wow. Good year.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Now, this event is happening April 27th. Is that correct?
That is correct, at Irwindale Drag Strip.
Nice. And, you know, Irwindale's a great spot for you guys. You guys have been there a lot. But I heard some rumors that there may be some events in the near future out at the California Dragway Fontana.
That's correct. We used to run the Bug-In at Fontana, and then we went into those dark ages here shortly where we didn't have Fontana anymore, so everything was run at Irwindale. But, yeah, we're very much looking forward to talking and having some conversation about bringing the Bug-In back to Fontana.
And that Fontana track is awesome. We were out there a couple of weeks ago for the NMCA race, had a blast out there. It's hooking. The wall looks awesome with all the sponsors on it. So, you know, it'd be a great place for you guys to have one of these events at.
Yeah, it's fantastic. We have history there. If I might, I'd like to mention one other thing. The biggest class at the Bug-In is our Powder Puff. We average around the low 30s in cars, and it's fantastic. These ladies run as hard as any man ever thought he would.
Now, I got to give you props, Ron, because one time I was out here, you guys had the lightning bug out there, and I didn't know about it. I didn't know the story. I got to meet the guy driving it, had a great time, and a couple months later, I'm walking through the NHRA museum, and lo and behold, there it is, sitting in the museum.
Yeah, that's right. Paul Slay and Mark Slay are very excited. They found their old car in Puerto Rico and they restored it. And Daryl's got a car a replica car built. So it's very exciting. It's a long time ago, 1969, but we're going to have a 2 out of 3 match race.
That's great. And so where can people go? Is there a Facebook page or a website that people can get more information?
There is a website, and thank you very much for mentioning that. It's bugin.com, and all the information is available there, and we hope to see everybody out. If you ever had a Volkswagen in your life, this is the time to go celebrate and enjoy all the activities.
Now, I got to ask you, because we've got Charlie Harmon in studio talking about the high school drag challenge, and what he's doing is he's encouraging high school kids to come out to the track, race, get into drag racing, avoid the whole street racing scene. And in the Volkswagen racing arena, I see a lot of youth drivers. Is that correct?
You are very correct there. As a matter of fact, just a little blurb here about the October event, the Hot VW's Drag Day. We are having a special bracket for junior dragster sons and daughters of VW drag racers.
Oh, hey, that's cool.
So we're encouraging that. But, yeah, we encourage high school people because everybody has a connection to that old familiar shape, the Volkswagen Bug. And come on out and enjoy. And if you got one, come out and run it.
And we've got a Volkswagen van on the screen right now.
About half of a van.
Well, I think it's called a transporter where the sides fold down.
Oh, yeah, the ramp side sort of thing.
Yep.
You can race anything Volkswagen. Water
That's right.
cooled,
We
air
got
cooled.
a bracket or a class for it.
Anything works. And I think I've been to your events where there's, 200-300 bugs or Volkswagens?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In the car show and everything, we usually average about 600 or 700, and it's everything Volkswagen to everybody.
And the swap meet area is great. I know I've picked up a few parts there for my Type 3 that I have, and, little pieces and parts that you can't find anywhere else, you can find them there at that swap meet.
That's right. You are one of the clan.
Yes, I do have one.
She's the cool one of the. I'm the one that goes with.
What can I say?
It was fantastic seeing you guys Sunday out of Pomona. That was great. You guys get around.
It was nice seeing you too. Try not to be in that disguise that you were wearing, okay? You know, the hat and the sunglasses all covered up.
The gray goatee, you know.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ron, thanks a lot for calling. And one more time, what's that website?
It's bugin.com, and it's the Cooltech Motorworks Bugin 39, where it's the match race of the Volkswagen Century.
Nice. Thanks, Ron. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
You know, Charlie, that's a cool deal, and it's a cool event. And, you know, I know that, and I hope this isn't taken the wrong way, but I've talked to a lot of people that got into Volkswagens because they said that was the only thing they could afford. You know, they could buy a Bug, like an old Bug, real cheap and fix it up. And then once they got into it, then they really enjoyed it.
Well,
so,
you know, lucky, it can be really high dollar once you get into the, you know, it can start out cheap, right, Charlie?
Well, yeah, just like anything else.
Yeah.
my Nova was cheap when I bought it at the swap meet. And, oh, jeez.
Yeah, not anymore.
Now, Charlie, people can come out and spectate. If they go to the High School Drags Challenge Facebook, they can print this flyer, get $3 off admission. And if you want to race in your high school and you want to be involved in racing, go to thefote.com. You can buy spectator and race credentials at thefote.com. And you can get it all online, get it ahead of time, and just drive in. It'll be really, really easy. And looking forward to a really good event out at Pomona, or at Fontana, May 3rd.
That's it. And we want to just be clear that you don't have to be registered with your high school or with your high school team or pre-register on the Fote. You can just come on out. Now, you can save some dollars if you order your tickets online, but the more the merrier. Go to Facebook and check us out at facebook.com/High School Drags, and we'd love to have you come out and join us.
And there'll be a Midway area, so there's stuff to walk around and look at. Great place for people to bring their kids. If you got several kids in high school, this is a great place to bring your kids. Get them involved in racing safely at the track. Keep them away from drag racing. You know, I've always told people for years, drag racing is great because you spend all your time and money on the car. You don't have any money left for drugs, alcohol, gambling, you know, anything else.
All that bad stuff.
It's a good place. Well, we should probably do what's going on, Diana Mike, because we've got a few events happening.
Yes. And what's going on is brought to you by Curry Racing Rear Ends, Hetman Hustler Headers, and Aeromotive.
In April 19th, there's going to be a cool event at the Bowling Green track in Kentucky. They're going to have a swap meet and a flea market at the track, so you can get some cool stuff for your car.
And this Saturday night, Match Race Madness. That's April 19th at Verona. Well, go there. Lucky's going to be battling heads up with Diane and her Nova. You know what? Cheer Lucky on. He needs it.
Come on down. I've got some free stickers and stuff, and bring me some luck. Hey, April 26th, the Outdoor Diesel Expo. Hey, didn't Kent Rose mention they're going to be racing diesels?
I think he did.
Well, they're going to have it at Heber City, Utah. That's the Outdoor Diesel Expo.
April 25th through the 27th, IHRA Summit Pro-Am Tour at Richmond Dragway.
And May 3rd is the High School Drags Challenge at California Dragway, Fontana. Charlie, we've been talking about it all night. Why? Because we think it's important. We want to make sure that everybody that's interested in being into drag racing knows that they're welcome to come on out, be part of the deal.
And also, May 3rd, Union County Dragway Points Race plus Pioneers Senior Classic.
May 2nd through the 4th, the Autometer Northern Class Nationals at National Trail Raceway in Ohio. Hey,
what do you know?
We were just showing cars from there.
And May 3rd, US 43 Dragway, DBR Drag Race and Outlaw Pro Mods.
May 3rd and 4th, Richmond Dragway. That's a $10,000 Grand Slam.
And NMCA West, well, they're going to return to Pomona May 15th through the 18th. Lucky and I'll be there racing.
May 16th through the 18th, NHRA Lucas Oil Divisional Race at Great Bend. And speaking of Great Bend, don't forget about the Speed Scene Live Nationals at Great Bend, June 7th. And don't forget about Arm Drop Drags, May 2nd and 3rd, right there at Combs Airport between Prestonburg and Paintsville, Kentucky.
Look, you got a little accent there all of a sudden. Did you notice that, guys?
Yeah, I know. It's just when you go from straight to, I don't know, to I'll tell you what.
To Kentucky.
I love it in Kentucky.
He loves those people out there. I'm sure it's going to be hard to keep him in here, California. He'll be moving out there soon enough.
I'm going to go out. I'm going to hang out with Kent Rose. I'm going to film some of the event. And, boy, I'm going to have me a big, good old time.
Charlie, it was such a pleasure having you on, talking all about the race there at the Auto Club Fontana. Was there anything else you wanted to add?
Well, just thank you all very much. And, again, we do appreciate the service that you provide for the motorsports community. And thank you all very much.
Hey, I want to put a special thank you out there to John Force for being involved. He's a huge name. It's very big-hearted of him to come on down and be involved with the high school drags. And, of course, never forget the whole reason that track is there, Auto Club. If you're not an Auto Club member, you should become one right now. I've been one for over 20 years.
Man, it's something like me, too. I've been one forever.
Me too.
That's right. Hey, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, it's been a big old pleasure, and if you missed any of tonight's show, the encore presentation comes up next. Here's what happened. Yeah, the encore show, and of course, if you got to check out any of the older shows, all you got to do is flip on over to the archives button, which is kind of like over there on the screen. Oh, wait, we're watching a brand new, larger screen tonight. Let us know how it worked, because now the archives button is like down there. All right, so let us know how the new, larger presentation of the show works. Always interested, of course, in pushing the envelope, man. Get that baby going faster, louder, and smarter. All right, hey, hope you have a great week. We'll see you at the races next week.
Speed Scene Live TV, the #1 online motorsports TV show. Brought to you by Curry Racing Rear Ends, M&H Tires, Hedman Hustler Headers, Aeromotive Fuel Systems, and TheFoat.com.